Hi everybody, my name's Allison. Welcome to my channel, Ancient Oak Psychic Arts. Today I'm going to go ahead and do a general reading for the sign of Pisces. All right, so what does the universe want to tell Pisces today? And just a reminder, that second camera is coming. I just got it in landscape mode. I'm so excited. So next step, second camera, and I'm going to have a different microphone, and I want to have a professional studio looking for you versus just my office the way it is. I'm going to try and move some things around and make it look nice. So thank you for bearing with me with the camera episode, because I really want you to have a camera on me and on the cards. So that's coming. I'm so excited. All right, here we go. So what does the universe want to tell Pisces today? We have Seven of Cups. We have the World card. We have the Four of Cups. We have the King of Wands. We have the Ten of Wands. We have the Eight of Pentacles. For your opportunity, the Three of Pentacles. For your challenge, the Queen of Swords. Okay, let me put this deck over here, get it out of the way. All right, so when we look around the room, we have one major arcana. That's your present energy. It's the World card. What a card to have. I like it. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at your overall energy, and I'll get clarifiers as we go. In your recent past, we have the Seven of Cups. Your present energy is the World card. And then in your near future, we have the Four of Cups. So what this is really telling me is that you have a lot of choices, but nothing is settled yet. This Seven of Cups is telling me that, you know, you're taking a look at things, and some things you might have clarity on and some things you might not. But this is that moment where you're starting to see all these choices present themselves to you. And I like the fact that you're very patient, you're waiting. Now, this is cups, so we're looking at love, your emotions, your intuition, your connection to source. So this is telling me that maybe these are emotional choices that are coming in right now. And then you really want to wait for clarity, because you want to make it so that your mind, body, soul is in alignment, not just making an emotional choice. Right? Make sure that there's more to it than just a gut response or just that emotion. You know, you want to make sure that you use your discernment also. That's your recent past. Then we have your present energy, and this is the World card. Oh my God, I love this deck. Look at this portal. You're taking one last look over your shoulder, and there's magic everywhere before you head out into the next chapter of your life. This is the 21 in the major arcana. It's the final card, and that allows you then to circle back to the Fool. So this is that moment when one door opens, and the door that he's looking at, he or she, turning around and taking one last look, is the last chapter. You're leaving that behind. That door is closing and the new one is opening. I love this. This is your present energy. That tells me some big, beautiful changes are coming in. That's allowing you to start this next chapter in your life. Oh my God. And there's magic about, lots of energy about with this card. Then we look at your near future, and it's the Four of Cups. More cup energy. You're really into your emotions right now. And you know, you are a water sign. This is those emotions. This Four of Cups, this is saying that, you know, maybe you're a little down right now. Maybe you're bored, you're frustrated. Maybe something's not working out, you're sad or distraught. It's kind of that energy where really you're just frustrated. And when that happens, when all of that energy is coming in, it's a lower vibration, it's dense. You feel it, and it lowers you, right? You feel it. That's why people have their shoulders hunched over when they feel like they're carrying the weight of the world on them. So it's at that moment that you start to miss things, because you're absorbed in that heavy energy, right? Dark or not, it's heavy. So here it is. He's missing these gifts and blessings from the universe because he's caught up in his drama, basically. Okay, let's go ahead and get clarifiers. So that tells me something happened on this next chapter. Maybe it's not happening fast enough. It's not what you thought it was going to be. Let's see what the energy is saying. That's an easy shift out of that energy if you're in it, right? It's a general reading. All right, let's go ahead and get the clarifiers. We have the Five of Swords. We have the Ten of Swords. We have the Knight of Wands with the Seven of Pentacles. And then we have the Star card. Yep. And the Nine of Swords. Okay, a lot of sword energy. All right, Pisces. We have in your recent past the Seven of Cups. Again, all of those choices, but nothing is settled yet. And it's being clarified by the Five of Swords and the Ten of Swords. So swords, thoughts, words, and ideas. So a lot of thinking is going on right now. What's happening to me is that this is a lot of obstacles. Fives are difficult energies, and that you've had some obstacles come in. So you've got all these choices, right? And you've got maybe some emotional tugs in one way or another, whether it's going to be attraction or repulsion or maybe just not knowing. But you have some obstacles that are coming in around those choices. You also have some completions. This is a 10 in the tarot. This is where you've got some painful completions coming to an end. People might have actually stabbed you in the back. Friends, family, coworkers, strangers, you know, however it's set up. Maybe it was a contract. But the thing with this card is that this is as low as it's going to get, and you're able to move past it. So whatever these obstacles are and these endings, you're moving on. This is a blessing in disguise, because at this point you're able to just kind of release it and let it go. Then we get into your present energy with the World card. Really being able to have that one door close and another open, and everything is before you. You go back to the Fool and you start this beautiful new journey again. And it's being clarified by the Knight of Wands and the Seven of Pentacles. So this Knight of Wands is rushing in. He's giving you his will, his determination, and his focus. So as you're moving forward, you're going fast, actually. This is you really being decisive and making some strong decisions, but it's your will, your determination, it's your strength and courage, it's your focus. And really, you're enthusiastic about it. So you're going forward on this next chapter very enthusiastically. And you're now evaluating things that are going on in your life. You're looking at what's working, what's not working. Hopefully you know the why behind it. And on the good things, it's you looking to double down on that and, you know, make them even more available to you. And you're removing the negativity. I feel like that's part of this life lesson, what you're leaving behind. So that's your present energy. Then we get into your near future, and, you know, emotionally, again, you're a little down, and again, missing those gifts and blessings from the universe because they're all around you. So whatever it is you're going through, I think you're over processing things in the mind. Also, maybe you're replaying some incidences or some conversations that were had, and maybe they were uncomfortable conversations. But maybe it was something that was necessary, like in relationships, something at work, something that maybe is with finances, or like a budget, or something, you know, preparing for your future, looking to see if you're able to have enough money to retire, and maybe looking at your retirement. Maybe it's looking at education, right? Maybe you want to go to college or a vocational school to get some training. Maybe you already went and now you're looking, going, God, why did I choose that major? I can't find a job. You know, whatever it might be, you're over processing these things. Maybe it's housing. But when all of this is said and done, going through this process, the emotions, the overthinking, you're able to process it and move past it. And that's when the Star card is here. This is your hope, faith, healing, and renewal. Your hope and faith is restored. This is just something that you needed to go through to come out on the other side. It builds your character. It gives you strength of character, what it is that you just went through. It's a life lesson. And this is allowing a lot of healing to come in for you. You know, the Star is the card that comes after the Tower in the tarot. Now, I don't think you had a Tower moment, but it's still something that you feel very deeply in this reading. It's a deep feeling. Remember, this is dealing with some dense energy. It's very heavy. You know, he's even slumped over. So this is about you really healing after this. I think that you really needed to go through this to see it for what it is, because that is your mind and your heart connected. And you're having to move through something. Maybe it was a choice that you made that was painful. in a relationship. Maybe it's with your children or a pet. There's something there that you just had to go through. But again, when you come out on the other side, there's so much healing. And again, it is that renewal, that reinvention of self. You find out just how strong you actually are. And this is a source of strength for you. I think it's a never-ending source of strength, this universal pool of consciousness. I think you're really able to see the big picture. That is your current energy, Pisces. Now let's go ahead and look at the guidance and advice from Spirit. We have the King of Wands, we have the Ten of Wands, and the Eight of Pentacles. This King of Wands, I love this king. This King of Wands has this will, his focus, his determination, his strength and courage to really make something happen. And all he needs is his energy, right? It's your focus, your will, your determination. It's all of the energy. That's your magic. When I say step into your magic, it's your energy. It's everything of who you are as a person, as this beautiful light being. It's gorgeous. This is you utilizing your power, your strength and power. It's you. You are your own strength. So this is a king also that keeps his eye on the prize. So what is your end game? What are you working so hard for in this life? Is it your end game with your family, the type of lifestyle that you want in business? What is your focus? This is you keeping your eye on that prize and making it happen as best you can. Gorgeous energy. This king likes to win. Then we have the Ten of Wands. So while that is also Wands, that King of Wands, now we have the Ten of Wands. This is looking at your energy. This tells me that maybe you're burned out. This is that card where you're taking on too many burdens and responsibilities right now, and it's about looking at what can be released. What can you dial back? Maybe put some things on the back burner. Don't do everything all at the same time. Start doing that kind of triage approach. What needs to be done now? What is a daily routine, right? And what can be done in a couple of months from now? What can be delegated to other people? Maybe ask for help. If people have burdened you with their tasks, now is a great time for you to turn around and give them back. It's really looking at that. And if you have kids, kids are really resilient. And if you do everything for your kids, you're not really teaching them, right? This is you also giving more responsibility to your children to let them learn to do chores and to do other things, because sometimes parents, they love their kids so much that they want to do everything for them. This is you teaching that responsibility, right? They can do their own laundry at a certain age, right? They can clean, like maybe have a day that's assigned to the family and everybody has their task, and maybe it's on rotation or however that's going to work. That way you're able to really pull that energy in and conserve your own energy. And then, it's a learning, I feel like it's a learning task in that example, but a learning curve for everybody involved. Because you're also, again, if it's the example with children, you're also teaching them how to work together as a team, right? And that's actually your opportunity is the Three of Pentacles, but you're teaching that it's a shared responsibility in the home. And then we also have, and again, it builds character. And then we have the Eight of Pentacles. This is your focus. This is your hard work, effort, and energy that you're putting into something that is a type of self-mastery. She's turning these spools of thread into gold. That takes focus, will, determination. Even though this is Pentacles in the earthly realm, it's the work that's being put into it. It's the skill. It's the attention to detail. It's self-mastery. And that's something that's really coming in the guidance and advice from Spirit. Put the work into something, and maybe that something is even yourself. Put that work in and watch these beautiful results show themselves. All right, let's go ahead and get some clarifiers. We have the Page of Wands. We have the Five of Cups. We have the Magician. We have the Three of Swords. We have the Sun card and the Wheel of Fortune. Oh my God, you have the Sun and the Wheel of Fortune together. It's like disc and disc. Look at that. Oh my God, how gorgeous. All right, Pisces. So the wheel turns in your favor, and it's in the guidance and advice from Spirit. So Spirit is telling you the wheel is right there. you've got to have eyes to see it and hands to grab it. Your energy, feel it. Okay, so we have this King of Wands being clarified by the Page of Wands and the Five of Cups. So I just think you're really going through something right now. So keep your eye on the prize. This is you just taking that first step going towards that prize. It looks like you're mourning the loss of something you really loved. So this is that moment where, you know, you've got your 3 spilt cups, drop that black cloak of mourning, turn around and see you still have 2 cups standing. And now it becomes this card of set from grief and bereavement to gratitude. This is you making that shift. Just take that first step. That could be that first step is dropping that cloak off, turning around. This cloak is heavy. It's that dense energy again. You're really going through something right now. I think that, you know, whatever it is, it could be, I don't want to say midlife crisis because I don't think it's that heavy, but it's definitely deep and it's moving and it's something that really means a lot to you right now and you're feeling it on a very deep emotional level. And that is why this card is showing up. This is the card of loss and bereavement. But you have your eye on the prize. You're having to go through something emotionally. Take that first step. Start working through it. And then you come out on the other side. This is just something you're temporarily going through. Again, looking at your energy, the 10 of Wands, lay down some burdens, being clarified by the Magician and the 3 of Swords. So again, I think so these are swords, but again, this is you dealing with matters of the heart. So the Magician, as above, so below. This is you really creating the world that you want. You need to have energy to do that. This is the Master Manifester, but he is energized. That tells me if you want to create the life that you're looking to create, to keep your eye on the prize, to create your prize and work towards it, you really need to conserve your energy right now. So make sure you get enough rest, because when you tap into this energy, it's unlimited. You're really able to create the life that you desire. And then with this card, this is talking about healing your heart. You know, you're really going through something. So this is you healing your heart right now. So here it is with your emotions. And now it's talking about maybe it's transitioning into memories. Now you need to heal your heart from memories that come up. Don't let them trigger you, right? Maybe it's the memory of a loved one, the memory of a dream that you lost or that it doesn't exist anymore. Maybe it's the loss of a job or something else, maybe finances, right? Whatever your loss is, the loss of a pet, it's you now healing your heart. Pull a sword out, heal that wound, and go on to the next one. This is an excellent opportunity for you to do that. And maybe that's one of the drains of your energy. Maybe it is your emotions, and maybe it's you thinking about things that didn't work out or that were painful, and that is exhausting. And that might be part of what it is that you're having to re-examine. Okay, then we have the last card in the guidance and advice from Spirit, the 8 of Pentacles. And that's being clarified by the most positive card in the deck and the most fortunate card in the deck. The Sun card and the Wheel of Fortune. Wow, wow, and wow. So let's start with the Sun. Okay, most positive card in the deck. This is you tapping into your inner child. In your heart of hearts, what is it that you want in this life? What do you desire? What makes you happy? What really makes you smile authentically? This is you going for it, having that enthusiasm, that optimism. And if you don't have that right now, this is you maybe experimenting and trying a few things to find out what that is, because people change and they shift and their situations change and their desires change. And this is you following your inner child. What is it that you're really passionate about right now? I mean, really passionate, not just like a half-assed thing. What is it that really gets you going? This is something that's coming in for you. And all of these sunflowers follow the sun, this illumination, this enlightenment. I think if you're in that dark, dense energy right now, when you make that shift, you're not staying there, but when you make that shift and the illumination comes in, this is very uplifting. Positive, high-vibing energy is lighter, okay? And that's why we say it's dark, light, high, low. You know, everyone's going to say different things. This is you high-vibing it. This is light. This is you, again, following your inner child. This is you having success, divinely blessed by God. This is a beautiful energy that's coming in for you. A lot of self-discipline will help you get there. Really paying attention to the details, putting the work into something or yourself. And that pays off in spades. Again, maybe you need to put the work into what makes you happy right now. And I mean on a deep level, your true authentic self. That's what's coming in for you. And that, my friend, is luck and right timing. The wheel turns in your favor with this Wheel of Fortune. Oh my God, and I just got the goosebumps all over. Wow, Pisces, what a beautiful guidance and advice from Spirit. Wow. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at your opportunity and then your challenge. So your opportunity is the Three of Pentacles. This is that teamwork makes the dream work. This is you really working together as a team. This could be with friends, with family, with coworkers. This could be with strangers. Maybe it's a hobby group, whatever it is. And it can be a combination of all of that. This is you enjoying the work that you're doing with these people, right? It's when things line up. And this is when you're really, really enjoying it. And you guys, it lightens everybody's load. So when we're looking at that 10 of Wands, you having all these burdens, when it's teamwork makes the dream work, everybody has their part and they're doing it, which makes everybody's workload lighter. This is doing it with quality people, quality work, quality, which is why this can also be the card of marriage. It's a strong foundation. It's someone that wants to be a team player. That's a strong relationship. That is an opportunity. Your challenge is the Queen of Swords. So your challenge is to really see clearly using logic and analysis. This is the Queen of Evaluation to your future. This queen always looks to your future. You might have to set up some boundaries with other people. You might even have to spend some alone time to really get that perspective. But this is you really looking at everything, and it might even be from this bird's eye view, and that will allow you to see the big picture coming in. All right, let's go ahead and get some clarifiers. We have the Queen of Wands and the Devil. Then we have the 10 of Pentacles and the 8 of Wands. Oh my God, I love this for you. So look at this. I love this. So for your opportunity, this 3 of Pentacles, teamwork makes the dream work, with all that quality. It's being clarified by the Queen of Wands and the Devil. Well, remember, you've got the King down here. And you remember the King, he keeps his eye on the prize. Well, guess what? In your challenge, the prize came in. Wow. So, but for the opportunity, this 3 of Pentacles, teamwork makes the dream work. This is about you self-actualizing again and having no fear. This is about you choosing your type of optimism. It's kind of, it's tied into the sun too. It's really about you choosing what it is that you want to do and doing it, not holding back, using your strength, your courage, taking bold steps, using your charm and your charisma to make something happen. This is you maybe networking, because remember, teamwork makes the dream work. Maybe you are networking and it's not in a usurious way. It's in a very positive way. Maybe you're putting together the A-team, right? You're putting together people that want to work together, that want a strong environment. This is what's coming in for you. Along with the Devil card, well, this is Capricorn energy. It's not always talking about toxicity. I feel like this is you putting the work in. The Capricorn energy is that's your internal drive. It's you getting up that hill, that mountain. And I feel like whatever it is you're doing, working together as a team, and you've got your eye on the prize, you're putting the work in. You're really putting the work in, because we also have in the guidance and advice from Spirit this 8 of Pentacles with the Wheel of Fortune. It's luck and right timing that you're able to put the work in. And I think it is tied to your opportunity, that Wheel of Fortune. Wow. Maybe it is a business venture. Maybe it's something you're doing with your family, friends, whatever that is. I think that working together, networking, that is something that can really work out. Always use your discernment, but the energy is there for you to tap into. That's your opportunity. You know, maybe it's you wanting to buy your dream home and your dream team is your realtor. Maybe it's a friend that does research and yourself, right? Your friend's doing research into different areas, different parts of town to double check the realtor's work. Even though you're all working together as a team, it's always good to have a second opinion, right? You know, it could be something as simple as that. All right, your challenge is this Queen of Swords, and your challenge position is being clarified by the Ten of Pentacles. This is your prize. When we say keep your eye on the prize, this is the card. This is this tree of life. Pentacles, the 10, right? It's a culmination. You might not even ever attain this, but this is your goal. Friends, family, pets, right? We're looking at career, retirement, finances, health, housing. This is your 401k, right? It's everything. It's going to be location, relocation, travel. This is going to be your health. Everything in this material world is in this card. Wow. You have to look towards your future. Okay, so why is there is the challenge impossible? No, the challenge just means you have to work a little harder at it to achieve it. And once you do, it's incredibly rewarding. That means you have to realize what is your prize. For you to achieve this is what I am getting. I don't know why my necklace looks weird. Okay, for you to achieve this type of enlightenment, right, to get the truth, you have to realize what your prize actually is. Maybe it's changed a little. So reevaluate and get it clear in your head, because you have a lot of important gifts, blessings, and omens coming in, a lot of important messages coming in, and they're all coming in at one target, and that is your eye on the prize. So this really tells me you need to get this clear in your head, and that's when you see the truth for your future, because that is your future, and she sees the future. Whoa, Pisces. What is your future? What is it that you want to do? What gets you up in the morning? This is your time to shine. The wheel turns in your favor. You have the ability to heal yourself and reinvent yourself. Wow, what a great reading, Pisces. You are really coming online. I know the last few readings I've done for you have really been strong. So your energy is really strong right now. All right, that's what I have for you for today. That's your opportunity. That is your challenge. It's there for everybody, but not everybody grabs it, yet it is available. All right, Pisces, that's what I have for you for today. And as always, if you could, please do me a favor, like, share, and subscribe. And please leave a comment if this resonates with you. And let me know where you're watching from, because I'm getting ready to travel and I'm taking a tally. I'm looking at where everybody's at. I got South Carolina, Alaska, California, different parts of California. You guys know I'm from San Diego. So it is from all over. Argentina, I mean, everywhere, all over the world. It's been awesome. So definitely let me know. And oh yeah, I can't wait. And don't forget, I do a daily tarot reading if that's something you're interested in. It's a short and sweet segment. And what else to tell you? So I also have a sale going on. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me or messages from your loved ones where I use my mediumship, definitely go ahead and take advantage of my sale. You can go to my website, ancientoakpsychicarts.com. It's the same name as this channel. The link is in the description below. And it'll take you to my website, and you can go ahead and book the reading there. Also, the 1-hour services are also on sale for learning. And I do have gift cards. A lot of people have been asking about that for their friends and family, and for themselves. They've been buying it. And so that is absolutely available. Definitely take advantage of that. It's good for 6 months after you buy the gift card. All right, everybody, sending you lots of love. Bye for now. Oh, one more thing. So when you buy it at the sale price, it's good to be redeemed at full price. Just want to say that. All right, thanks. Bye.